G'day. This is Charlie, and I'm coming to you today with your daily dose of business inspiration. Topic number 196. The working title at the moment is Sales is so much more than selling. It might change when I go to publish it. This is a more freestyle episode than I usually do, and it comes from watching a YouTube video. I think it was a YouTube video, might have been an Instagram video. I said the other day, I've got mind like a sieve. I see things and everything just kind of strains on through, and every now and again something gets caught in the mesh. And what got caught in the mesh was the fact that I saw this video and I thought that'd be a really good topic to talk about. And then I didn't save it, or if I did, I don't remember which platform I saved it on. Not that it matters. I do remember the gist of the video. I do remember what the inspiration there was. So I want to talk to you about it. And I have spoken about this before. I just want to hit it a little bit further and a little bit deeper and harder, because it's a really good topic for us all to, for some of us to remember, and for some people to start learning. Sales is so much more than just selling. Now, the video I saw was a snippet from the Leonardo DiCaprio Wolf of Wall Street movie. I haven't seen that movie. It was just a snippet I saw, and it caught my attention because the main actor, Leonardo, is standing there. I'm assuming he's playing the Wolf of Wall Street. I wouldn't know. Like I said, I haven't seen the movie. He's standing there. He's got a pen in his hand, and he's in this classroom. And he goes up to the guy and goes, "Sell me this pen. Sell me this pen." And this guy, "It's a pen. It writes really well." And then the next guy goes, "Oh, it feels really good in your hand." And the next guy, and they're all talking up the benefits of this pen. And he said, "Sell me the pen, sell me the pen, sell me the pen." Then it actually cuts to the real Wolf of Wall Street guy in a interview session on a TV show, morning show or something. And they're like, "Well, can you sell me the pen?" He goes, "No, I can't sell you that pen. Not now. Because I don't know enough about you. I don't know enough about what you want, what your drivers are to be able to sell you that pen. But if I was to try and sell you that pen now in this context, I would be asking you questions. So what is it you're looking for in a pen? What don't you like about your current pens? What is it you'd like to be able to do that you can't currently do?" And as he's asking those questions, he's starting to build up this picture of what this person is looking for. He's not going to try and sell him that pen. In fact, he may end up not selling him that pen. He may say, "You know, I've got a better pen for you. How's this pen?" and hand over a fountain pen or something. Selling, sales, making the sale, closing the sale. How many of us grew up? Maybe not some of you. Some of you might be a bit too young. I don't know if it actually happens as much now, but some of us grew up in the era of, "You've got to close the sale, got to close the sale, got to close the sale." I was a salesperson. That was something that I heard regularly. It's like, "Got to close the sale, got to bring the prospect in, got to bring them across the line." And yeah, I will, when the time is right and when the client is ready to buy, not before and not after. But that was something that we really had to work against our sales targets, against the requirements of our sales managers and our management, and balancing off what our clients wanted. But it's so much more than just selling. The best thing you can do when you are doing sales, when you're trying to grow your business, when you're trying to get people through the door to give you money, and that's what sales is. It's getting people to give you money in exchange for products or services. You are giving them something that they value for something that you value. You, in this case, value money, and they, in this case, value the product or service you're selling them. Once you start, you've got to understand that as a very basis of your sales process. If you don't have something of value to offer, nothing you will do will help make make this sales process any easier, any better, or even likely get the sale to close or get the sale to complete. You have to have something that the person you are selling to values and has a deep and abiding need for or want for, and that want has to be a really strong want to overcome any objection they have. So ask yourselves, what is the value that I am offering my customers or my prospects with this product or service that I'm offering? Then ask yourself, what is it my customer wants? Now, you can know who your target audience is. I can tell you who my target audience is. I can describe my target audience pretty well. But every time I go into the sales process, I still go through these steps. And if anyone has interacted with me in a social network group, in a group or in an environment where someone's asking, how do I do this, or what product should I use for this? You will know that I pretty much default to this stasis, this state, as this is my default state. I don't tend to get past it. And that default state is, what are you trying to do? What is your business? What are you trying to do? What is your budget? How many clients, how many seats do you need? How many staff members do you have? How many customers do you need to service with this? How big does it need to be? And if you don't know how big it needs to be, what are you trying to do with it? What do you want to do with it now? What do you want to do with it in the future? What can't you do today that you think this is going to allow you to do? What can you do today that you really have to be able to keep doing, that you really like doing, that you must do? What do you need to? Okay, I've just gone through a whole heap of questions. You notice that all of those questions were open-ended questions. If you don't know what an open-ended question is, it is a question that requires something more than a yes or an no answer. An open-ended question is something that gets your dialogue partner talking, gets them sharing information with you. So where were you born? What was it like in the city where you were born? Gee, that must have been great growing up there. Why don't you tell me a bit about that? What's your best memory of growing up there? Lots of good open-ended questions. You're going to have to practice them. Honestly, it's not something that comes easily to us. I have found that 80% of people will default to closed questions. How you doing? Good. Nice day, isn't it? Yes. Would you like a cup of coffee? No. Closed questions. When you are looking at your sales process and when you are looking at your customer, you need to start looking at your customer as a person first, not a prospect, not someone who's going to buy your stuff, buy your service, buy your product. They are a person. They have wants, they have needs, they have budgets. Then, once you start to get all of that information, you need to assess your products and services against their needs, and you need to be able to show the value that you are going to be giving them. I have heard a lot recently, and I really, really think it's got a lot to do with our current economic status, our current economic climate. It's getting a bit tenuous. Well, it's been tenuous for a bit. It's getting more tenuous now. What I'm hearing is people saying, I can't close the sales. No one's buying my stuff. No one wants to employ me. No one wants to give me hours anymore. And the reasonings they've been given is, you're too expensive. I can't afford to pay that. I don't want to pay that. Or someone will come to them and say, listen, I want you to give me this service. What's it going to cost me? They say, it's this much money. And they go, okay, thanks, and walk away. And the general feeling that I'm getting is people are confused as to why people aren't buying, or what are they all just cheap? Are they all just tight? Some are, no doubt about it. Some are just tire kickers. In this in economic climate particularly, but in general, if someone can't see the value in what you are offering, if they cannot see what the return on their investment is going to be, they are not likely to engage with you and take your product or service. If you are offering something that is 5 hours a week and $600, I, as a business owner, will be looking at that $600 going, okay, that's $600 for the week. I get 5 hours of your time. You're going to do this. I need to be making, in terms of profit, in terms of money through the door to be able to pay for that, I need to be making somewhere between $1,200 and $1,500 a week to pay for that. Because out of that $1,200 to $1,500 a week, I've got all my other expenses, I've got to pay myself, I've got to pay everything else, I've got to pay all my bills. Then I have to pay you on top of it. So it's not a one for one. I don't pay you $600 and then bring in $600 to pay that, because that $600 there's a load on that $600. I need to be bringing in $1,200 to $1,500 to cover that. Now, not everyone has got a 2-to-1 loading. Some people have a 3-to-1. Some people have a 4-to-1. Some people have a 1-to-1. It's different for all of your businesses. You need to know what that is. But that's what I'm looking at. And I need to look at that $600 and say, well, will that $600 make me getting that $1,200 to $1,500 easier? Will I be able to do that? Will I be able to get that return on the investment that I'm putting in there? And if the answer is no, my answer is going to be no, I can't do this. You need to be working this through with yourselves. You need to be looking at what your products and services are and saying, what is the value we offer? What is the return on investment we offer? Don't be thinking that all of your clients are cheapskates and all of your clients and all of your prospects are just cheap and nasty and they want bargain basement. Everyone is going to be looking for a bargain. There's no two ways about it. In this economic climate, it's getting worse. It's going to get tighter. Good business people, though, business people, successful business people, will always look at those numbers and look at whether that's going to net them a positive return overall, or whether it is just going to be a number on their line, on their budget, that takes it straight off the bottom line without bringing anything in. You, as the business owner or as the person who is offering this product and service, need to be able to show what that value is. So if you're going to offer me 5 hours a week to do something, you need to be showing me where that 5 hours a week will bring money in through the door for me. This will free you up for 5 hours a week to go and do what you need to do. Okay? What can I do with that 5 hours? Can I bring in the money? This will bring you X number of prospects a week. How many prospects do you need, Charlie, to convert to one sale? How many prospects do you need to get through the door before you make one sale? I need 50. Well, I can bring you in 60 prospects a week for this money. What is one sale worth to you? Well, one sale is worth $1,200 to me. So I'm bringing you in 60 prospects a week. On average, that's one sale a week. So you covered your money. And over X number of weeks, I can't do the number because it's 60 prospects versus 50. You're going to be getting X number of sales, and here's your return on investment. There's the bottom line for it. Sure, there's a risk on that. Sure, that's just looking at pure numbers, but it's going to help me make decisions and say, yeah, I think I could do that. for the 1.x number of clients I get every X number of weeks, yep, that's actually gonna make me money. It's not just gonna be a net zero, it's gonna make me money. So that's the return on investment side of it. That is why I think we're seeing so many people saying, sorry, can't do this. No, I don't need this service. Or, you know what, I'm just going to employ this service in-house, or I'm going to pay someone permanent part-time rates to do this service for me, because the return on investment is so much better for them. And apart from that, if they're paying, so if I'm paying you 5 hours a week for $600, that's 5 hours a week for $600. If I've got someone on permanent part-time and I've got them on for 5 hours a week and they're not doing something, they're not doing this job, I've still got them that I can get them to do another job, and that's within our agreement. Just some thoughts there, but it's why sales is so much more than just selling. Sales is about understanding the business development process. Sales is about understanding what drives your customer. Sales is about understanding what return on investment really means. It's understanding how to put a value proposition together and make it make sense to your target audience, or make it make sense to the customer that you're bidding to. I know I've rabbited, and I know I'm getting really passionate about it, and I know I'm getting passionate about it because I've actually slowed right down and I'm talking really, really stridently here. I love the sales process. I spent so many years doing it, I forget how much I know. And it's only every now and again I see something, oh, yeah, that's right, I should talk about that. I would love to know your thoughts. I know so many of you who are out there listening to this and watching this are struggling, are wondering how you're going to survive, because it's tough. I think we've still got some tough times ahead. It does tend to turn, though, guys. I will say that it does tend to turn. You look here, and what we're doing now is we're building now for the future. We're building for when things start to improve. We just need to get through this little bit. But I would love to know what you guys are thinking, how this has landed for you. Are you really angry that I'm saying these things and it's just really frustrating? Is it demoralizing? Have I given you something to think about what you might need to learn, where you might be able to improve your own training to help you do all this? Or has it highlighted somewhere that you need some help and you'd really like to get some help on that? Come on over to my locals community, askcharlyleetham.locals.com. Join the conversation there. I'd love to get feedback. I'd love to hear everything about this. Such a big, big topic for me. As always, please remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell so you find out when I drop more content. If you can leave a review, please leave a review. I would love that very much. And maybe share this with someone who needs to hear it today or you think might benefit from it. Tomorrow, it's topic number 197, the art of effective communication. See you tomorrow, guys. Bye.